Yes, sir.
What the hell does it mean to reassign someone from human trafficking to immigration? The greatest human trafficking in the world has been over the last 4 years at our southern border. It is modern day slavery that the Democrats still defend. They still defend those open borders.
What's up, everyone? You are not going to believe what just went down in the Senate Judiciary Committee. Senator Ted Cruz absolutely went off, and I mean obliterated, Cory Booker, Adam Schiff, and the entire Democrat lineup for their bizarre and downright ridiculous questioning. This wasn't a debate. This was a political demolition.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You know, I have to say, it used to be that to see theater, you had to go to the Kennedy Center. Now, apparently, you need only go to the Senate Judiciary Committee and see our Senate Democrats berating the director of the FBI, which, okay, it's not, partisan politics is not new in the United States Congress. But what is remarkable is what Senator Booker was berating Director Patel about. He wasn't berating him for failing to do his job, but rather he was furious for Director Patel for successfully doing his job. For 4 years, the Democrats under Joe Biden had an open border that undermined the safety of every single American. They allowed 12 million illegal aliens to come into this country to invade this country, and every single day Americans were murdered, women were raped, children were assaulted by violent criminals that Democrats released. Now, Director Patel, I found Senator Booker's questioning really bizarre. He asked you, have you reassigned FBI agents from human trafficking to immigration issues? Director Patel, are the Mexican cartels that are bringing people illegally into this country engaged in human trafficking?
Yes, sir.
What the hell does it mean to reassign someone from human trafficking to immigration? The greatest human trafficking in the world has been over the last 4 years at our southern border. It is modern day slavery that the Democrats still defend. They still defend those open borders. Mr. Patel, he also said, did you reassign FBI agents from protecting children to immigration? How many children have you found that were victimized by the open borders of the previous administration?
4,700.
4,700. And yet, oddly, I don't hear a Democrat here saying, gosh, thanks for protecting those kids.
35% increase year to date last year.
Were they wrong? Cory Booker tried to make this all about political theater, throwing loaded questions, twisting words, and pretending to take the moral high ground. But Cruz wasn't having it for a second. He fired right back, calling out their hypocrisy and reminding everyone exactly who's responsible for the chaos at our southern border. Then came the moment that had everyone shaking their heads. Cory Booker asked the FBI director whether agents were being reassigned from human trafficking cases to immigration work. Cruz cut in and practically exploded. What the hell does that even mean? He reminded the room that the greatest human trafficking operation on earth is happening right now at our southern border, under Democrat watch. And instead of being outraged at the criminals and cartels, Democrats are furious that someone's finally doing something about it. That's when you could see Booker's confidence crumble. Adam Schiff jumped in next, thinking he could shift the tone, but Cruz immediately dismantled him too. Schiff started spouting about oversight and responsibility, and Cruz just hit him with cold hard facts. 12 million illegal crossings, thousands of children rescued from abuse, and a 35% spike in trafficking cases since Biden's policies kicked in. Schiff tried to pivot, but Cruz wasn't letting him off the hook. Every word out of his mouth turned into another cell phone. You could practically hear the Democrats scrambling for an escape route. Then came the knockout moment. Cruz looked straight at the committee and said the quiet part out loud. Democrats are mad because the FBI and border agents are finally doing their jobs. They're upset that criminals are being stopped, children are being saved, and Americans are waking up to the truth. He called the open border modern-day slavery, and you could see Democrats shifting uncomfortably in their seats. The truth hit too hard to ignore. By the end, the entire hearing had completely flipped. What started as Democrats trying to embarrass the FBI turned into Cruz exposing their failures, their cover-ups, and their misplaced priorities. The room went silent. Patel stood his ground. Booker looked rattled. Schiff had nothing left. Cruz walked out not just victorious, but as the only one willing to say what millions of Americans are thinking. When you strip away the political theater, one thing becomes crystal clear. The Democrats aren't mad about what's wrong. They're mad about what's working. Ted Cruz didn't just win that exchange. He put every single one of them on notice. The truth is out, and no amount of spin can bury it anymore. If you're tired of the lies, the games, and the endless double standards, hit that subscribe button right now and join me as we keep exposing the truth they don't want you to see. Stay tuned, because this fight is far from over.